So today is like day 7 or week 7.5-ish. I'm feeling like garbage. I would say my first trimester was a lot of nausea. I think I need to eat something, but I don't want to get up. And a lot of tiredness and exhaustion. I don't know how people do it. And I think if you're going through the first trimester and those are your symptoms, give yourself a freaking break. Hey guys, my name is Shayla and I make these videos every Wednesday. I started this channel 2015 and I was traveling full time. Now recently I just found out I'm pregnant, so the channel's taking a bit of a turn. So excited about, because I get to talk to you about all of the real things that are happening. It is a very beautiful process, but there's also like weird stuff that you just don't know when you first start. If you are pregnant or you are a new mom or you know someone who's pregnant or new mom, please subscribe, please share. The first thing that I want to say, from what I've learned from hearing from everyone, is everyone's experience is so different, person to person and pregnancy to pregnancy. So if you're not experiencing the things that I'm experiencing, it's fine. But I just wanted to share with you what I am, because I don't know, some of them are funny. First things first, I was not trying to get pregnant. There's a natural planning method that you can use to track your ovulation, track your cycles. That's what I was doing. So I was not really like being like, oh, I need to take my pregnancy, whatever. Seth was actually the one that's like, could you maybe be pregnant? And I was like, I wanted to have tahini on everything. Tahini, I think, is like a sesame seed butter. Like not peanut butter, but sesame seed butter. I don't know. I was like mixing it in my hummus, being like, why doesn't everybody put tahini in their hummus? Putting it on my eggs, putting it on my salads, like putting it on pasta, everything. I wanted tahini on everything. And this is like 4 weeks, so this is not, I don't know. Like, sometimes I question if these are actual symptoms because they're so soon. But I talked to a hormone doctor who said when you get pregnant, your body just goes click, 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 and all these things change immediately. You just might not realize them right away. The other thing is I was super emotional. I had just gone to a party with my sister, and I came home and just started crying because I didn't feel like I belonged. I felt like an outsider, and I felt like they didn't like me. Usually your feelings are right. Like, you can't be like, oh, well, she's pregnant. I don't know why she feels like that. Your feelings are valid. For me, it's the response that's a little bit more heightened. Like, normally I'd be like, I don't know, I just don't really feel like they like me. This time I was like, I just don't feel like they like me, and I just don't feel like I belong anywhere, and like feelings, real, reaction, hormones. So those two things, Seth was like, let's go through a couple more things. Okay, people. I would say a lot of us have just a little pooch. Just a little pooch under your belly button, just a little bubble, just a little extra something, something right there. None of us like it, but most of us have it. Well, when you find out you're pregnant and you're like trying to see if you're growing or if like, am I showing yet? You're like, is this the pooch that I've always had? Or is this the baby? And your baby's like this big. I remember being at a wedding and just going like this to Seth, like, this is our little, this is the size of our baby. I can't wait to watch these videos in like a couple years and be like, wow, she was a little crazy. I felt like I just kept confusing the pooch that I knew has always been there with like, am I showing now? Is this me showing? So get ready for that. All of a sudden, I had no need for tampons. Trying to hand them out like Tic Tacs. Like, oh, you got your period? You want a whole box? Need to borrow a tampon? How about 5? Because you're not showing, you're not pushing out, but baby's still getting bigger. Your uterus is still getting bigger. Things are still getting bigger. So all of a sudden, you're just getting fuller and fuller and fuller on the inside. Nothing is pushing out yet, but you're just like, I feel like full. Your insides are growing, and it's very strange. You feel nauseous, you feel sick. Some people describe it as a hangover. I described it as like feeling car sick all the freaking time. Things that I can recommend that desperately helped me. Saltines. I bought an entire box of saltines and I kept them in my car. And they were just there so that if I needed a snack or something ever, I could eat them. You need to make sure that you eat, because when you don't eat, that's when you get nauseous. For me, maybe it's different for you, but like if I started to get hungry, I started to get sick. So then sometimes I would eat, trying to get rid of this nausea, and then I would cause more nausea because I ate too much. They say small, but a lot of meals. The other things that help are these things. These we just bought at Target. They're like little, I don't know, they're acupressure. And so it's supposed to go on your wrists. You just put them on, and you wear them like cute little bracelets. That's it. There's a couple different versions. These are great, but they actually helped me. I just wore them all the time. Ginger chews. These are also super helpful. I got these at Kowalski's, but they just help to like settle your tummy. And then obviously essential oils, peppermint, just like rubbing it all over you to stop the nausea, or peppermint gum. Yeah, nausea is real. Nausea is not fun, but as soon as the nausea goes away, you're like, am I even pregnant? Am I even pregnant anymore? I don't know. No, it's this battle that you go through. The other thing is you can't drink, obviously, but you also are not sharing that you're pregnant yet, because you're not supposed to share until the second trimester. So you're going to things and you're like, I don't need anything to drink. And for me, I'm not a big drinker, so it wasn't a huge indicator for people. I was like, what can I do instead? And soda water and lime, first of all, tastes great. Second of all, it kind of looks like a cocktail. So that's what I started drinking, and now I still drink it even though people know I'm pregnant, because I just kind of like, it's like, oh, it's bubbly, and I feel like I'm drinking something. You can't have kombucha from what I've read. Or mocktails. Mocktails are so fun. My favorite is a mojito. I tried like ginger beer or ginger ale, and it's just a lot of sugar. Like I said, I'm not a big drinker. I'm not somebody who is, but we'll go to a movie and Seth's like, oh, the beer, and I'm like, can I smell it? Keep trying like NA wine, like wine that doesn't have any alcohol in it. Just tastes like grape juice, and Amber's like, it kind of is just grape juice. I have a filtered water bottle. This made me feel very comfortable about getting water at airports. It's got a whole filter inside. So you just fill up the water bottle and then you just drink the filtered water. The cravings are also very real. So I went back and forth from having like I wanted miso soup. I was like, Seth, I want some miso soup. Can I have miso soup? We went to the sushi place and he got me 2 cups of miso soup. We didn't even get sushi because I can't have sushi. So we got 2 cups of miso soup to go. And when he got in the car, I was like, did you grab spoons? He's like, oh, I forgot to grab spoons. I don't care. I was drinking the miso soup. Then I wanted chocolate almond milk. We went to get it. As soon as we get out of the grocery store, in the car, chugging chocolate milk. Like, I wanted pickles, then I wanted beans, then I wanted this, then I wanted this. He'd be like, you want to go out to eat tonight? I'm like, yes, I want Mexican food. Like, I knew exactly what I wanted. It was the opposite of like, I don't know, what do you want to eat? I don't know. I just like knew exactly what I wanted. Then I was like, I don't want anything. I have an aversion to everything. Pickles? Meh. Ice cream? Meh. Like, I was craving side salad, like with the green lettuce and the like cherry tomatoes and the cucumber and the croutons and like ranch dressing. I was like, I want something simple and basic, and that's what I want. I just wanted really light food. It's just so weird. I'm 10 weeks pregnant and it's still a secret, which is so difficult for me. Not like to keep a secret, but look, I just want to talk about it. 2 more weeks and I can do that. But what I'm learning is that I have major aversions. Like, I don't want a lot of things. Like, I can't decide what I want because nothing sounds good. So I'm hoping that that changes in 2 weeks. But I'm also learning, I was like, soup works. I can have a soup and I can eat it and like, it's great. So I just went to the store and bought like 4 things of soup. And now I'm like, oh, I don't want soup. I'm gonna have too much soup. There's just no winning. And I'm learning that like the budget right now for me and the place where it's increasing the most is groceries. So wish us luck. When you think about your food, you're literally concerned about everything you can eat. You can't have deli meat. And I feel like this is different country to country because like sushi, I feel like in Asian countries, everybody eats it, but maybe it's a different kind of fish. I don't know. There's a lot of herbal stuff. A lot of the hippie things are like, oh, we don't know about that. Google now just cues it. I'll be like, can I have blank? And then it'll be like, when I'm pregnant. And I'm like, thank you, Google. And so I'm looking it up all the time because I'm just so hyper paranoid about what I can do. I think that this is just me being like psycho about everything because my sister's like, oh, I ate that. Or like, I have friends that are like, 1 cup of coffee. Pfft. The very first time I went through the airport. And I was like, I know that Google says these machines are safe, and I know that you're saying these machines are safe, but I don't want to go through your machines. And they're like, well, we can do a pat down. And I was like, okay. The woman was like, is this your first pregnancy? I was like, how do you know? Like, she patted me down and I was good to go. And I was like, Yeah, I did that from baby. Oh my gosh. This phone has like the face recognition and I'm like, no, I don't want it to know my face. Then it's gonna go in a database. But here I am on a YouTube channel. Like, I'm sort of hell-bent on not buying maternity clothes. I don't know why. Well, these leggings, I just bought them. They go all the way up to here. So they're supposed to cover your belly and they're super stretchy. See that? We'll see if I can partner with them and do a giveaway or something, but they're supposed to like go all the way up to here, and just be super comfortable. I'm not big enough yet, so they just keep falling. That's the other thing. I'm not big at all. My jeans aren't buttoning, and there's like a hack that you can do with your ponytail where you loop it through the hole and then you hook your button to it so it gives you a little give. Been doing that because I don't want to buy new clothes. I'm like, I could just wear yoga pants, which is actually working out fairly well. Every day, every single day, I'm like, Seth, am I showing? And if I eat a huge meal, whoa, then I'm really showing. But I always qualify with like, well, if someone looked at me, they wouldn't be like, that girl's pregnant. They just think, oh, she's really wide. Part of me wants to be just like huge and be like, I'm pregnant, everyone knows it. And the other part of me is like, well, but then after the baby's born, I want to go back to not being huge. So it's just a lot is going on. Hormones are raging. I like need to make sure I take my vitamins. I need to listen to everyone's advice. I think I'm kind of just like up here about all the things where I need to just like chill a little bit. I'm gonna start meditating. That should be helpful. And because I'm not growing, because I feel like I'm not growing, I don't take update pics as often as I should be. Anytime I had a symptom in the first trimester, I'd be like, oh, I feel sick, or oh, am I being hormonal? Oh, this, that, whatever. My sister would be like, I feel like you're too early to be having symptoms. Well, that's not how I feel. I feel like I'm really having symptoms. I would say my first trimester was a lot of nausea and a lot of tiredness and exhaustion. And I think if you're going through the first trimester and those are your symptoms, give yourself a freaking break. Let your body start to do what it does. Then around week 13 for me is when my nausea started to like wear off. Apparently the placenta then takes over most of the hormones, so it kind of relieves your body. So now that I'm in the second trimester, I am moody AF. I've already cried this morning. I was talking to Amber this morning and I swore and she yelled at me for swearing and I came downstairs to cry. I just can't right now. And I came downstairs, laid in bed and cried. I know that I'm not that crazy. Like, I could be a little crazy, but I'm not that crazy. So when this stuff happens, I used to be able to identify and be like, sorry. Now I'm like, I can't stop. I know that this is silly and I know that, but I can't stop. Or whatever, you know? So zero judgment, people. Zero judgment to all of you. Also, if you get those apps, I have 3 on my phone, so I can read each of them. And I'm like, what? 4 inches? The other app says 4.5. You said avocado this week, the other said avocado last week. And avocados can be this big. I've seen avocados this big. I'm like, what do you mean it's an avocado? Like, what does that even mean? Yeah. If you're pregnant or you're a mom or you know someone who's pregnant or a mom, please share this video with them so that they can just laugh or agree or be like, girl, yes. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Comment below with any symptoms that you had for your trimester because I'm curious to see how they're different or the same as mine. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We'll see you guys all next Wednesday. Mwah. Bye. Kicking all over. Oh my gosh.
That's awesome. God.